their ability to work some great T sides. They had great map movements being made here, and I mean, even just the firepower alone, I felt like Grizz came through in a lot of those different rounds. And despite having a little bit of a trial in that second half, he didn't play up to par in that second part of the game. He still had a very good first half. So we know what he's capable of. We know what this Limitless roster can do. They just need to show us it on maybe a map that they're not as comfortable on.
Yeah, we look to the individuals here for Limitless to bring them through in this series to push us to Mirage and maybe further. But first, it has to start with Vertigo. Taken away with the pistol round, Limitless get that CT side, but Detonate, it's their pick. Let's see how they operate here as it's starting off with a fast B rush, and JBA, you gotta run to the hills. But already pressing. Whoa, they're already up. Pressing into spawn, and that's where they walk into a crossfire. JBA and Scar. 4 kills between all of them. And at least Slight in the 1v3 while he breaks apart. Scar. He can get sneaky with this. He has a lot of time on the clock, a lot of options. Don't fall off the map.
Or do. It'd be funny.
He was thinking about swinging that. But instead he'll swing right into Cameron. Alright, goes down in an honorable fashion there. Thank you, Slight. But it's the pistol round for Limitless.
Yeah, a bit surprised he doesn't go for the bomb plant there. No, he's trying to win the round. 1v4 with no armor. Don't really know how likely that is. Yeah, I was also probably worried about a flank activating there too. So, a couple different factors there. I just feel like prioritizing the economy, that just has to be something that you, as a player, do in that sort of position. And tried to go even deeper. Limitless, nice recovery right there. Things were looking interesting on that A side play, but able to bounce back nicely. For the meantime, Detonate waiting out this aggression, just barreling forward. JBA, not a care in this world. He's just fallen, and it is only one player on this B site. Cameron needs to defend here.
And that he does. Dispatches 2. Armorless tees with ease. And Micro only with the P250. Makes not much work. So, early 2 rounds here for Limitless. I mean, already just absolutely in the face of Detonate to start that one. JBA with, I mean, those eeks. It's a bloodlust, man. Little $600 pinatas walking around. It's like the pyro from TF2. Of course, that classic video. The intro video. If you know what I'm talking about. Where he sees all his enemies.
I know the style of video, but I don't think I'm familiar with that specific one.
And I thought I was
I do like some TF2, but no, I'm not too deep into it. Either way, nice opening pick right there from JVA.
We'll get into my reference a little later.
Smoke! What? Had his molly out right there and completely gets blindsided. Now more close by, Scar sticks around to go down as well.
This whole ramp side has completely fallen apart. Grizz had an opportunity as well, but it just evades him. Still dancing around the edge of the crane, but at the end of the day, it could settle down at this 3v4.
Waiting for that mid flank first. That's what they're waiting for right now.
Oh,
they're making sure that they stay alive because they know exactly what's cooking up right now.
Now, the thing is, all 3 players are here. They can still make this work. In fact, they're outrunning the flank right now. They're swinging ramp so fast that, well, only now Freshie gets into position, but he does find Grizz out in the open, and it's off to the other site here for Detonate.
JBA already has 2 in the round, 2 more. That's not too tall of an ask here. Moving very quickly on this flank. They planted for CT, though. That's a big issue. Now they can actually play a nasty little post-plant situation here. Very difficult to crack through.
Yeah, even Slight gets the big off angle. I think JBA kind of understands when no one decides to peek him from the site that this jig might be up. So he's going to have to move quickly now. He does have the kit, but the off angle too great there from Slight. It's going to be the first round here for Detonate.
Excellent recovery there. They lose that early B lurk. No big deal. They found a nasty timing. I mean, we know Cryptic to be a very aggressive player. He's tossing out those lurk smokes. He's going to be trying to land some openings towards A very typically. But the timing in which he just nailed right there is so unbelievable. As soon as Maxwell gets his molly out, he pushes that smoke and completely catches him off guard. So that's not a round you can really replicate, but it's such like an influential round right there and an influential pick that Detonate are probably going to scale a couple rounds off the back of it.
Really excited to see what the game style is here for Detonate on this map. It's been a staple for them, but specifically it's been Slight who's dominated this map absolutely.
He's going to feel like he's at home here on this map for sure. Very exciting. Didn't get to see too much crazy stuff out of his op last map, but again, not required. And when he was, he got that nice little 3K in the 3v3. Couple of cool multi-frags from him. This is kind of home turf for this guy, so anticipating that things will go all the better. Beautiful HE landed on the Scar there, playing that headshot angle. So this A side's going to be slowly claimed here. Got those left and right smokes queued up. They also have 5 players around the corner that they have to deal with.
All right, so let's see how they handle this. Do Detonate. Smoke starting to obscure a flash, but oh my goodness! That was just 3 headshots from Cryptic. They all lined up for him. Unbelievable.
That is too clean. Cryptic doing what he does best. Just mowing on through his opposition. Farming up those ecos here is probably the exact player you want in terms of impact, in terms of building confidence here. He's the player that you want feeling like he's unstoppable. When he clicks tab, you want him to see that high KD because his impact here, once he finds a kill around, it's very likely going to be a first, right? That's kind of his position in the team, or in any team for that matter. Where's the aggressor?
Right now, Limitless putting a lot of effort into holding on to B stairs. The smoke fan trying to make them seem like they're bigger than they actually are behind that smoke. I wonder if Detonate could call that bluff.
Everyone's been throwing the sandbag smoke, man. Metas have changed so quickly on this map. We're no longer tossing smokes down the ramp and spraying through it. It's this one-way sandbag smoke that everyone throws with a little bit of flashing, with a little bit of presence, and maybe a late collapse that'll come through on top here. Slight.
Oh, the one-way.
He got caught by the one-way. That's why it's so effective here. I like this updated style. Sometimes I feel like new metas can come through a little bit late in the tier 2 of NA. And right there, it looks like they're on top of it, but they aren't on top of B. They've lost that control.
Yeah, despite the one-way kill, it kind of forced Limitless to play a very heavy A setup, and that left the B site pretty weak. JBA went down early. And through the smoke. That is such an impactful kill. That makes this retake so much more difficult. Even with this flank coming through from Grizz, it's being watched for right now, but Grizz still wins the fight, but immediately traded out. 2v3 and no utility. They have to try and break the site apart, but that's a great opener there from Cameron. Low HP on Micro the same, so there can be some serious problems here for Detonate, but out of ammo was Cameron. And now it's a 1v1. Maxwell has Cryptic pinned and actually has the kill and the kit. It's a retake for Limitless.
Wow, what a excellent retake right there. Obviously a lot of low HP bars for Detonate, but once they found that kill on the Grizz, I thought that was the end of the round right there. I think it very well could have been. But they're able to recover in time right there, get the job done. Limitless, pull that one off. So again, Grizz was flanking with that full belt of utility that he had. And a full belt of utility on a B-side post plant is so incredibly useful. The fact that they didn't even have that luxury and they still pulled it off, that's a credit to, again, the individuals here on Limitless pulling them across the line in some of these rounds.
But oh, do they have to pay an arm and a leg for that round? They're still on FAMASs and MP9s. A couple players without kits to Detonate, they still have the full arsenal.
Brett pushing past the smoke here. He's taking a lot of initiative towards B. In the meantime here, they're ready for this A-side collapse. We'll see what that they have cooked up. Well, Slight's got coverage for the rest of his team. He's playing right around the edge of that smoke here. And Scar Oh,
Yeah, he's been
spotted
spotted.
there, certainly.
Oh,
Slide's right next
boy.
to him. And hello. Nice warm welcome there, but trade just comes through. It's a sacrifice of one, but it's a worthy one. They start to nullify this A-side setup.
That could have been really bad, but it wasn't. Now Grizz going up and above. That's a great kill, though. Beats the Molotov and the flash. Oh, Molly right back. It's so perfectly placed. Grizz is down to 18 points of health, so the bomb goes down, but at what cost?
As soon as he started to try that boost right there, well, he gets met. And complications in this retake. We know Grizz is low. He's the only player with the kit hugging up that flash there. And he's just been taken down. Now Cameron saying a little bit of a hunt there from Freshies, and he will claim his prize. And like you said, with how much that last round cost, or I guess now 2 rounds ago, the economy is in shambles here. This is double safe territory for Cameron and Maxwell, so I think a force buy in order here.
Yeah, this has been some real confident Counter-Strike out of Detonate. Despite even the hiccups that go through this, it still looks clean towards the end. Alright, now this one is going to be messy. I'll guarantee you that. His pistol's running out of mid. Freshie has to drop his molly, try to survive. Good spam, though. And JBA takes the molly damage, takes the bullets. Great hunting for this kill at long range, but there's no beating Freshie at that one. Into the B site. Hope and pray. That's the game plan. But Cameron ran down, and that should be that.
Really nice work right there, staying alive for Freshie. Such an asset to make sure that you stay alive, but also find 2 kills. I mean, that's just the icing on the cake right there, and Brett will finish the job. Maxwell gets taken down, and Detonate take the lead. Looking very strong in doing so. Like you said, some confident Counter-Strike here. This is what we anticipated. We're seeing some good stuff out of Limitless. Again, I talked about the update and what is very typical in some of these A-side setups, and that's the constant recycling of the smokes on top of the sandbags. That's pretty usual nowadays, but even still, Detonate know their way around it.
Now, the question is, will they challenge the stack? Who will challenge the stack? I'll, no comment on that one here, Cole.
Sure.
Is saying no comment a comment? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess the tone is a comment in itself, right?
I guess so. Brett is gonna test the stack. Whoa, boy, there goes the lineup. No, don't steal his ace.
No.
Oh, Maxwell will defend his team's honor, and then Freshie will clean up the last. I like how your first exclamation was, "Oh no, his eeks."
Those didn't look like comfortable ecos. They were, but they didn't look like comfortable ecos, right? Huh. You see 5 USP. There's nothing worse than seeing 5 USPs not line up for you.
Yeah.
Because when they're not lining up, that's when you don't get free frags and free KD. And it's all about the free KD, baby. That's what matters.
At the end of the day, folks, stats is all that matters. Just remember.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I am the authority on that. Sure. I'm in a spot of authority right now. I'm commentating North American Counter-Strike. I gotta be like North American Counter-Strike.
Straight from the D stream.
Oh man. Never jiggle for info. Always wide swing.
White song. Good stuff. Good stuff here. We're off the ecos though. No more of that. No free frags for Brett anymore. He'll have to work for him a little bit harder here. Actually, no longer lurking out towards that B side. He's joined up with teammates here. At least one of them over towards middle. This is a priority here. Taking some space out of middle. How far can they scale up? All of this conditioning that's been put over towards B is letting them slip out mid scot-free right now.
Oh, so silent too. It's a hell of a call to Detonate. as they're starting to split the defense. The second player moves through, but Brett,
wow.
he took his eyes off the prize right there, but it might still not matter, but Slight missing the shot. That's going to nail it in. It's Limitless. A couple just missed shots more or less from Detonate. I love the call. Just didn't pan out.
Yeah, perfect call right there. I think, you know, to elevate that just another step, maybe a smoke towards CT. If your plan is to split in towards A, you get that smoke down. Maybe a contact play would have been better if they were able to land that trade on camera. That would have been very helpful, but make sure you get that smoke down there. You start to wrap in from elevator there. Add another prong of approach that the A players have to worry about with all the silence scaling. Would have been nice, but... Oh, Brett, what on earth? Just spams down. Maybe a gap in that smoke there, it seems like.
Well, now I know who not to get into a spam battle with. At the same time, Maxwell has someone knocking on his front door, and the barrel was spotted. Freshie is going to bulldoze him, and now dashing into the B site. I mean, Brett knows he has Cameron locked in, and an instant flick onto the headshot. And it's just Grizz all of a sudden. This was a round.
That was a round. That's for sure. I mean, polar opposite to what we saw. We said good idea in that last round, bad execution. Well, this round, maybe still a good idea, but flawless execution. Grizz has two, very sharp from him. Again,
no one's on the B site right now.
Yeah, I don't know if he has any chance in this round. Definitely not, but nice exit kills. Again, though, just polar opposite, man. Complete reversal. Detonate. Nail the frags in this occasion. I'm going to close it out.
Yeah, that's a shattering round for Limitless. I mean, just the whiplash of pace that Detonate have brought to these last two. Sure, the mid lurk, the mid contact didn't quite work out. But then Limitless put their aggressive foot forward and immediately get beaten back. It kind of has to do something to the confidence of the calling, perhaps. Now on the pistols, again, another stack. You know, these high-low setups can get very annoying to deal with. And you can see the jump up and an instant headshot. JBA's not missing those. Now Slight has to deal with them. Oh, but they swing in. Multiple players still waiting the re-swing from Slight, of course. And he'll connect the shot.
Those ecos while they're hot. Got a re-peek.
You have to earn those ecos. I'm telling you.
Sometimes you do. You can see, Brett didn't earn it this time. They don't really lock in this round here. Okay, Cryptic will shut things down. I was gonna say, I didn't realize the bomb had yet to been planted, so I was starting to, see a world where, maybe a Limitless take down Cryptic and there's a chance into that round 2v2, but no, not this world. Not where the one we're living in here is Limitless grabbing themselves another gun round here, but they're still locked in at 4. And this is beginning to be a really strong T side here, and it looks like it has, more legs to it. It looks like they have more ideas because we've seen the adaptations here come through consistently. Oh
yeah, and Slightly has yet to even get activated on that CT side AWP where he just dominates ramp. He has so many different positions, so many different tactics he likes to break out. Things have to quickly switch on here for Limitless. And it's, again, Grizz has kind of gotten cold since sort of the midway point of that overpass. We'll have to see if maybe a player like Cameron can turn up the Jets. He has 3 players coming his way. Now spotted out and about to be swung on. He's quick, switches his guns, and that will cost him. Also, JBA, only good for the 1. And Detonate, a perfectly timed crunch on the site.
Again, same idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that slow crawl out middle. Take the contact play. Brett's been doing such an incredible job lurking towards that B site, so that's always where more of the resources are for Limitless, is towards B, especially towards A as well. It looks like Detonate just have their number in this side of the map, so I'm wondering if Limitless are going to try and adapt, and we're going to get even more mind games between these two teams, trying to figure each other out.
Scar's going to collect some of these exits. Wait for this round to peter out. Players do go down in the end. Even eating a grenade, the spam. It's good from Brett. Only 1 rifle saved. And a timeout immediately rolls on through. You know, one thing we haven't really talked about, Cole, has been the impact of mix to Detonate. I mean, it's really showing itself here on Vertigo. Just the coordination and the calling has been immensely strong here from Detonate so far.
Yeah, I mean, you can't understand it. I said they made a slight change. They also made a coaching change as well, and they have been reaping the rewards all throughout this season. Not only in ECL, in the RMR. Some incredible accomplishments there. These guys, I think it's Cryptic's first chance at an international competition. Maybe everyone besides Slight's chance. I don't know if Brett's gone to any international competition. But either way, taking a bunch of rookies here, starting to mold them into a upper echelon team here, and it's going to be really promising. It's a real testament to mixability for sure, because you're seeing the improvement through this season from last season to this one for sure.
Like, by far and away the most experienced player, or experienced member of this squad. Of course, he's coached international teams. If you ask him, he might want to forget about the Colossus, but he was there. But as well, he's coached team like Nordavend. Overseas, he was the analyst for Cloud9 for an extremely long period of time. Like, he's had the professional experience, and that's probably what can elevate Detonate and their game. He has some good pieces to work with, may I say. And it's definitely materializing. Again, a map win here nearly guarantees Detonate in the playoffs.
That's a good point. They're setting their sights towards some really important positions. This is their last map, the last series of the season. It would end it off, I think, with 4 wins, which is really good. That's a good season right there. That, I think, should lock them in. The people trailing them only with 1 so far, right? More games to play out for the remaining teams. Timberman could catch up. They've got the head-to-head. So, definitely playoffs is looking likely if they can close this map out for sure.
I mean, to talk about the upswing in form from Detonate as of late, qualifying for the RMR over teams like ATK and EG.
Yeah.
Like, some certain good signs for Detonate. And kind of, they're here to stamp themselves in as one of NA's, contender teams. Alongside, the ATKs who have gone internationally. I think definitely this team was underrated going into this season, but perhaps underrate them no more. As just, all you need to do is sweep the sides of eco. And the headshots are there to do just that. It's going to be a plant and a 9th round for Detonate soon.
Can lock this one in. Nearing double digits are Detonate. I have to be feeling so confident here. T-side again, just shaping up. Like I said, it just seems like they always have more ideas. I don't think they've run out of strategy, and we're almost at the end of the half. Seen a couple different variations on the mid crawls. They're using every part of the map. It's not just back and forth on A ramp that this map can sometimes be. They're utilizing Brett on the lurk in a couple of these rounds. There's no missing pieces. A well-oiled machine is Detonate. The scoreline looking so dominant, and that includes Limitless winning a very nice pistol round.
And then everything else has been super seamless from Detonate. Even the rounds that they've lost, I'll say that they made the right call. It was just a couple of individual duels that weren't quite there. It's been just great signs all across the board from Detonate. And Limitless, well, it's never been a bad performance from them, as well as they are a rookie team here in ECL. But a loss here essentially locks them out of playoff contention. See a bit of a switch up, though, from Limitless. They're going to slowly push down. And it's a great kill from Scar. Almost the devil, but Cryptic trades.
crucial trade frag right there. Get them into a 4v4. We talked about just earlier the utilization of this mid control here. This time it looks like Limitless kind of playing like they have nothing to lose right now. Maybe they don't. They're down quite a bit, so they're gambling a lot of resources over towards that A side. Look at this, man. What is this ball? Brett running in towards B. This trade needs to come through. It does. That's quick trades as well. And everyone's been sold on this A side play. There's no rotations arriving in time.
This is so perfect. Oh, they're already in. Cameron, I don't think he recognizes it. Freshie gets the easy kill, and they even get an elevator lurk. There's a backstab to this whole play. This is so well thought out. What a call from Detonate. It's going to be the easy backstab on the Grizz, and Maxwell has nothing to do in this one but to save.
They didn't even plant the bomb because they were waiting for Cryptic flank, right? If they hear that bomb plant, maybe that would have encouraged, if Maxwell is with them, a quick scaling in towards that site, right? Once a player is occupied with the bomb plant, that's when you think, you know, this is our chance to strike as a CT side. So Detonate keeping their composure, just holding the angles and saying, guys, I mean, Cryptic has this round in the palm of his hands. If he just lands this kill with a player on his back turned, there's no way they can win it.
What a high-level call from Detonate. They threw a full, basically an execute. A lot of information denial utility came out of Detonate. I think they threw a smoke on toward the front of site that could maybe suggest that they're crossing to the sandbags. But at the end of the day, they just walked down the ramp and then sprinted to the B site. And that's going to get them this round. I mean, what a play.
Yeah, and I mean, even further information, Freshie's heard a lot of the rotations from that middle position that he was lurking about in and called that over as well. I mean, just very decisive. Split-second decisions here, and I think that's a big key difference between them in the last season here now, is that these guys don't hesitate in a lot of different positions. They don't second-guess themselves, they just commit. And we saw evidence of how effective that can be right there.
Detonate getting close, making themselves 4-2 on the season. But Limitless, perhaps still something to say. 2 openers on this round. It will be a hill to climb, no matter how brilliant your calling is.
Maybe one little momentum stopper, but I say that, maybe I've spoken too soon. Nice coverage from Maxwell. Could bail them out.
Another
shot. Only way that round
He's
could
getting
go
wrapped
wrong.
up. There's a problem. Oh, Cryptic was out in the open. Lucky that there was some backup here for Limitless to salvage this one. Could have gotten a little awkward there with Cryptic out in the open, but it's just slight. In a 1v4, a minute to think about everything, but I don't think time's the issue here, Cole. Wrapped up by Scar. Yeah, that's 10-5. It's going to send this one off to a halftime break. Detonate still with a very solid half. Half number 2 up on the docket. Detonate running an excellent T side to get themselves a 5-round lead. My name's Fine. Join me, Cole Extra McHenry. Limitless, their playoff hopes are on the line here.
Yeah, it would be a tough defeat for them for sure. But again, head-to-head here between these two guys has kind of come out on top in favor of Detonate for sure. These guys might have their number. Look to lock things in here. Little A side exec lining on in. And Detonate are willing to give them that. They do have Slight with a kit and armor. So that's going to be the one thing to keep your attention on. As they sneak in towards the site, no damage taken. Finally, Maxwell gets peppered on through the smoke, but this is a retake on. Right smoke on top of the bomb, you can only imagine. Default plant in. We'll see how this one works.
Are you excited for utter chaos? I am, Cole. It's a 5-on-5 pistol round retake, and we're all gonna be sending ourselves through a single choke point. It's a massacre. Pinstripe in the kill feed, 2v2 as it stands, and now all of a sudden, it's just Cryptic in the clutch. Make it a 1v1 though, and spam through the smoke. He's going for the stick though, and Cameron eventually will connect on that. It's both pistol rounds for Limitless.
Still a rough scoreline with both pistol rounds, but they can bounce back with that here. Especially if they're able to capitalize on some gun rounds, they can get their heads quickly in this game. Like you said, just utter chaos that takes place when you give over all of that space towards A. It still shocks me to this day that teams are willing to play the retake situation. I feel like it's always such a risk here. The trusty Mag 7 in the hands of Micro, it's a lot of investment for him, so you better get some kills off of it because the rest of his teammates not so interested in investing, right? That's be a bit costly here if you can't do anything. That's a dink on the Cameron. No kill confirmed, just through the wall there. Have to force Cryptic on back. Dude, why? Why didn't he throw it at sandbags? What?
Way to break the tension.
Oh, that's too much.
I haven't seen it.
People really be overthinking it, man.
Oh my god, they're about to go into a 4-man stack here.
Ooh.
And Cryptic is on first contact. I mean, it depends on what Cryptic does. If Cryptic gets this opening kill, these other 3 players become so much more lethal. Lots of damage, at least from Cryptic, some tags, but eventually full swung on. But there's 3 more players lying in wait. When will they spring this trap? Are they going to spring this trap? Are they just going to stay tucked? Hide away from the T's. There's the first kill. It's an excellent headshot out of Slight. The Glills looking to clean up, but man, if they had any better guns than just USPs, that would be a whole different story. But it's going to be the second round nonetheless.
Yeah, Micro left to save. I think he's definitely going for exits right here, but not too pretty of a chance for him. Vertigo bomb, it doesn't do a lot of damage, right?
It's a nerf bomb.
Yeah. I mean, Cameron's giving him
hunting
something.
for eeks. Oh, you're about to get punished for hunting for eeks, aren't you?
Yeah. Nope.
Or not.
Grizz is down to 2 HP. He tanks it. He tanks it. And it'll be a nice round there converted. Limitless, despite walking into a stack. Like you said, man, just a P250, just a little bit of armor there. That would have worked wonders for Detonate, but they didn't have that luxury. So now they go into the gun round. No kills from Micro, and he's on the MP9 for it. No kits either. One thing to note here if it does get late into the post plants.
Maybe try not to let it even get to that point. The 3-man ramp stack. It's a bit more of an aggressive style. But Limitless are just going to chill things out for a bit. Wait out the smokes, wait out the utility.
Right now it just seems like Detonate playing a very passive game towards B and middle. A lot of emphasis put on what they can do on defense of this A side here. Slight gets his smoke down on top of the molly.
Oh.
And swinging for the fences there. Micro goes 1 for 1. There's the MP9 dropped. Collapse comes through from Cryptic. He's taking some initiative, taking some fights here. And in doing so, they've hoped that they have scared him off of the angle. Okay, but the big shadow advantage did not capitalize on JBA. There goes the round. There goes B. Thank you very much. JBA, one more. Okay.
How do you deal with that? I don't know. They had a setup that was tailored to take him down. But I guess that kind of round just happens sometimes.
That sort of round is all that as well. They're not too far off of closing the distance here, and winning that first gun round is going to quickly get them back in the picture.
Hunting for the first kill, but trades there from Cameron. Yeah, I mean, no matter how good your calling could be, when JVA just hits 2 shots like that, I don't know what you can do.
There's not a lot that could be said about that round right there, right? JVA just taking so much fights towards mid. I mean, to be fair, Detonate, I don't really like what they were going for. They're relying heavily on just holding an angle there. And even if you got a big shadow advantage, right, that's still, in the modern day, I feel like people are prepared for that angle. So, not too uncommon. Clearly, JVA was prepared. As Grizz gets peppered on through the wall, he does go down swinging with 2, so man advantage here. JVA's getting close by. It's the 2 stars that we had mentioned coming into this one, getting this round done.
It's gonna be wrapped up here. Just slight in middle, maybe to steal an AK. That's the most you can hope for. But when you're up against JBA, it's lights out. 4 rounds to kick off this half for Limitless. Head. You're totally right about that one, Cole. You're seeing the stars begin to light up.
Starting to believe a little bit more in this third map here. Wasn't quite sure at that after that T side that was put up here, but I think we'll get more of a use case of what exactly is made of Detonate's CT side after this round, because right now every tool at their disposal. Op in Slight's hand. We said he was going to be a big asset here. Now he's on that CT side. Rifles, utility abound here for Detonate, so are they able to defend with every tool?
A lot of space handed over to Limitless right now. Middle completely vacated by Detonate. That's a... Really taking their time to clear out middle. Burning a lot of resources out of Limitless, though. Oh, boy. That spam is close. But in the meantime, over towards the ramp side, we have players locking horns. Now, smoke fades, so Brett receives a bullet to the face. But it's only Cameron behind that. How many rotates is that going to buy? It's a bit of a fake. At the same time, Cameron needs to hold on because his teammates are here to back him up. Looks like we're gearing up for a 4-on-4 post plant.
Running that volley down there. Bomb already planted. So it's a little too late for that to be too impactful. Cameron stuck between a rock and a hard place. JBA lurking over towards the middle. Oh, this is just like it. So pretty for Limitless.
Great opening kill there for Micro, but traded by Grizz. Dancing around the sight box, swings into 2 players. Now the advantage lies with Detonate. How much can they make do with it? They got that bomb to defuse, and praying right now is Cryptic as he gets the bomb defusal with 11 HP. They thought they got him off of it, surely. And that's what's going to cost Limitless. Now Detonate lose every gun, but the round's the round.
Yeah, I think Maxwell stopped spamming through the smoke because he saw he got a kill right there, but somehow he didn't find Cryptic at the end of that. And Detonate, they get a lifeline right there, right? But not much of one. It's not like Limitless are scared off by any means. You can see they lost a round, sure, but they have got so much money to buy up here once again for the players that did drop in that round. So many survived. And Detonate couldn't be more opposite of the truth here. They have very little to work with here. Pots and pans on the purchase.
Oh, it's going to be rough here for Detonate. They lost a pistol in the first gun round, and they barely inch past that one. Limitless with an opportunity. This game was looking like it could be a runaway. With a 10-5 half. But win this round if you're Limitless. You snap that CT side economy. And give yourselves opportunities in this game to make this work. And that's a great start. Scar denying Micro that crane peek. And Detonator sent reeling in this opener.
Thank you very much. Nice little opening pick right there. And, man. So, it has to be so very timid here. Detonate, at least they have a little bit of mid control, but that's slowly being retreated. You can see how deep they're playing out towards A. In this half, it's just not looking too comfortable, whether it's the economic situation or some of the even full buy rounds that they have going for them. They're just giving over so much space. Free of charge over to Limitless. Cryptic gonna go on aggression towards the side hall of there. Spotted the barrel, maybe. It doesn't look like he's so confirmed.
Yeah, he did, but it doesn't matter. There's no headshot. It's Scar who converts. Now, he's gonna get wrapped up here by Freshie, who clears out all of ramp, and the alarm bells are going off that it's the B site, but it's Brett only with an MP9 in the middle of the open and blinded up. Limitless are looking to collect. Bring themselves to double digit, force the eco out of Detonate, and start this comeback.
Easy call to save here for the two remaining. Probably going to be a lacking purchase in this next round. Limitless looking far too good. This B bomb site, a constant liability. It's everywhere on the map here. I just feel like Detonate just give it up for free. You can see how willing they are to concede A control. Freshie takes a nice angle. It's a good kill for his. Looks to trade things back. Gives up his life as well. Again, not the biggest of deals, so you do want to continue to hit that magic number of at least 3 or more alive every round, but again, money is quite nice here on the T side. So another pause gets called in. Detonate. Might need a little bit of a reality check here. This series not confirmed at all. Might have been resting on their laurels just a little bit too much.
Yeah, they've been really trying to stabilize this game. Only won that first gun round by the skin of their teeth, and then for this, they're getting into hot water. This round should be a gimme here for Limitless to tie the game up. Unless Detonate have cooked something up.
A lot of investment behind these two rifles here. A little something. See what they have in store here. Brett's left on a bit of an island. He looked so comfortable in that first half towards the B bomb site, but the second half, it's not been the same case. Been caught off guard a couple of rounds. Been dealt a couple tough decks, and it's been stacking against Detonate slowly but surely.
Freshie's rifle on the off angle. But Scar actually converts the kill. Sight has the other M4A4. But he might not see the action he wants to. Scar's just being a nuisance. The real threat is in that middle position. And Scar is actually going to get another. Now, Slight does trade, but the damage has been done. The B side has been weakened. But Brett is going to make do. He finds the 1v1 against Cameron. Now, Cryptic on the off angle is going to lay the headshot. And JBA is on 11 HP. 2 versus 2 right now.
Oh,
and
another
Brett
AK picked up.
Oh, he continues pushing forward.
Logged in.
Look at this
Oh my
angle.
god, they're going to go back in towards Brett. Look at this angle.
JBA is leading first with 11 HP. This one should be the easy one. What about the second on the max? Brett working away into the corner. First kill's there. Maxwell on the trade. Now 15 seconds remaining to get that bomb planted in. Cryptic, he can get himself into position to deny. He's going to run forward, holds that cross. Can't quite connect the headshot though, but Maxwell goes for the fake, and Cryptic not taking that bluff. 12-10, and Detonate with an eco.
There's no way that's the round that they win. There's no way. Immediate pause gets called. We get a chance to catch our breaths in that round. So little going for them in that one. And it looked so ugly as well. Scar landing 2 kills on his A lurk. He takes down one of the hero rifles as well. Sure, it was recovered, but in doing so, and trying to recover that gun, he gets taken down. So it's essentially a 4-on-3 there. Excellent defense for the CZ from Brett. He's one of the few players I feel like that's still good with that gun somehow, compared to how effective the 5.7 is. And then some nice shots landed by Cryptic to keep things contained, man. Beautiful closer from Cryptic as well in that 1v1. And that is such a lifeline right there. Detonate were running out of steam, it looked like, but that has to have sparked new energy into these guys.
And here we go. We Detonate with the fire underneath them. But Limitless still in with the purchase. But now it's they are on the back foot in this game. And Slight is going to open up. This is where he gets to start dominating that ramp position. But hold on. He just crosses out in the open. Lucky that Micro has the trade. Slight thought he was safe. But the frags come back in for Detonate.
Again, there's so much space given over free of charge, but I don't think it's going to cost him in this round. They're planning the kills here.
Wow.
Again, able to hold down this B-bomb site. It's scary stuff from Detonate. I'm not a big fan of how passive this defense is in some of these different angles, but it gets the job done here. And enough damage has been done, enough rounds strung together here that Limitless left into a very awkward half-buy of sorts here. Going for utility, going for Tech 9s and armor. I only see... Oh, actually, I don't see any flashes here. Usually that's a lot of success in rounds like these, but not a single one. Already passed that utility. Freshie's flashing his gun out there. He lands 3 kills. Chase those ecos. Cryptic gets taken down. Maybe he chased it a little bit too much there. Gun's not recoverable just yet. They do grab him now.
Oh, but the run, what a run boost.
Wow.
I mean, cool idea, but
It's a
Brett
shame
and
that
the guys...
HE touchdown. I like it, though.
That's an innovative strategy. Because, of course, you don't want to get your head taken off as you jump up. But, I mean, little innovations in meaningless rounds won't mean much. Because Limitless, they're in a tough spot right now.
No question. Starting to feel like their backs are against the wall. Might be doing another little run boost here over towards the B side with Grizz and Cameron's position. Potentially. But it does look like they're going to test Brett. That's one thing I can say for sure. His footsteps starting to be heard here. He's not falling off this angle here. Instead, he commits.
Oh,
He
boy.
stayed a little bit too long. How is he still alive? He's
How?
tanking these bullets. A sponge. Down to 6 HP, yes, but still kicking for sure. Oh, no. Wasted smoke.
This is a bold angle to play when you're on 6 HP. If a molly touches down, you're... Yeah, that's why he's playing with the smoke out right now. A lick of flame will do him in. But if you contact walk up the ramp, you're gonna get punished for that.
Smoking a flash to get them up. Hopefully that'll distract here. That's at least what they're hoping for. Right now the movement's being made out towards middle. 3 players scaling up. It's all a game of timing. Cryptic holding the angle there. Nails the tripwire. They're scaling over towards B though. And again, there's 2 players in the back of sight.
Some
Trying
real...
to dance between these angles. Brett's down so very low and he gets spammed. They know Freshie's here as well.
Do they even recognize it? He's just buying time, and then he gets on the edge of the smoke and spots out JBA. I don't know how. First things first, Brett survives. And they didn't even bite down on those on that presence they were showing around. They didn't even consider rotating over towards A. They held their own, and they held against the mid push. A very awkward round at the end of the day, but Detonate keep getting them across the line. It had to start with an eco, now they're here.
Yeah, I think that was really the just like back-breaking round, right? Whenever you win that eco that you had no business winning in the 4v3, you pull it back in your favor. Stunning stuff. It's just enough here. I think that's lit a match underneath Detonate there, and the rest of the roster's been able to just join in unity. An AK and JBA. Rest have Galils, Mac-10s, and D-Eagles. That's not ideal. Limitless. Feeling the pressure. There's much more initiation here from these A players here. Taking control, taking fights towards ramp. Spam goes down range here, doing lots of damage to Scar.
Limitless all huddled together. Surely. Oh, I thought that shoulder was spotted, but Scar just deletes him. But Micro's doing the same. 2 kills back to try and close this map and steal away Limitless into the depths of the relegation tournament.
We're all rotating off of A though, and Cryptic's jump spotting, so it's not like they lack info. They know that no one's here. There you go. Okay, they start to settle. Start to plant their feet once again towards this B side, towards middle here, knowing that Cryptic has all the info in the world. He has all the control. Need to jump the gun just yet. 40 seconds left on the clock here. Maxwell with the bomb though, edging his way back over towards this A side. Look at the utility that Cryptic has. It's only a flash, so you can't really stick in towards sandbags or anything like that. There's a spot though. He gets that flash down. He's going to concede. Start to give over some control here. 20 seconds, so they have to jump on this attack here. They need to start moving soon.
JBA's ready to pounce on that mid-rotate. 15 seconds, they're going to get this plant in. Oh, but Cameron goes down. Errant spam gets it done. Maxwell's going to start setting in the digits on his own. And no challenge, but the mid-flank has been caught out. Maxwell has to clutch. The plan unravels for Limitless. And they go down to 1-4 as Detonate want to create themselves a playoff berth. They are now 4-2 right now, Cole. That was not the expectations going into this season.
No, but it's definitely a continuation on the results that these guys have been bringing to the table here. Constantly winning, constantly overperforming, constantly showing their worth here. And another win tonight here versus some tough competition, right? No question about it. Limitless have shown their worth throughout the season. Maybe not the most wins on the book, but they do have a really impressive start to the season with that win over the likes of ATK. But again, man, this leaves Detonate only one more match in the season. That's going to be versus